yourself into all this? Where did all this start?
Are you speaking of this location or
Your
this
life.
family?
How you started Twin, and you were just a little guy with a dream, maybe?
Twin Falls. Yeah, we were raised in, my brothers and I, my family was raised in Twin. Born in northern Idaho, in Lewiston, but moved to Twin when I was in first grade. My father was a musician, so naturally we had an interest in music, which carried out through our family, and did the regular things in school, you know.
When did your life divert to living, so you ended up here? What caused this to happen?
Oh, after some college and some business adventures, I decided to revert back to playing music, and I decided to give a hand at writing my own songs. And I was living in Boise and decided to come up to this part of the country to get away from the city and try and do some writing. And I met Joe Leonard, who gave me a job at the Robinson Bar Ranch, which was at the time was a guest ranch between Stanley and Chalice that took people out in cross-country ski tours in the wintertime up into the White Cloud Mountains. And so I got a job there for the winter and did some writing, practiced my guitar playing, and that's where I met my wife JoAnn, as a matter of fact. And we went off in different directions for a year or so, and then I followed her back to Massachusetts, spent a winter back there, enticed her to come back to Idaho, and we've been up in this part of the country since then. Been 13 years, 14 years.
Yeah. What caused you to move way out, this far out? Most people don't live this far out.
Well, we were actually just looking for a place to live anywhere in the Stanley Basin area, and locations are very hard to come by. We knew some people that were living down the road in some house, in the house down there, which is now gone. The Forest Service has removed it, but they told us about this place, and we came up here and talked to the people that owned it, and they agreed to rent it to us.
How do you see the future developing with you and the kids and the family and your personal life and your professional life?
Well, I think our personal life and our professional life are pretty much one and the same, because we're always together. We teach the kids at home, so we're always together. So there's not a big separation.
Okay.
You know, when we go out to do a job, it's really no different than if we were just going out on vacation or going to visit someone. It's, you know.
Do you have plans for the future?
Yeah, matter of fact, I think our most obvious plans are that we would like to do a recording with the kids that features them, because I would like to have more of a family band type of a situation, I think, in the future.
See your kids, your friends that much, because you don't live in town, you can't see them after school or anything, because, well, I don't know, nobody lives up here anymore. I think the hardest thing is, well, we don't have electricity. The lights aren't that bad, but running water I don't really like.
What's your water like?
Well, the water's good. Sometimes it's dirty.
How do you get it?
Well, we get it from a creek. We've got a creek that runs out of the mountain. But in the winter, it's fresh spring, so we turn it off in the winter so it doesn't freeze. So we have to haul it in buckets.
And what's the funnest thing about living here?
Well, you get to hike and you get to climb and you get to swim. You got a hot tub out back. You can ski anywhere. I mean, it's real. You don't have. At night, it's real quiet. There's no street lights blaring in your windows. And there's no cars. In the winter, nobody comes up here.
Do you have just special chores each one of you has?
Yeah, we have the wood. We have to get the big wood, and Gary and Mickey get the kindling.
Where do you get it?
Well, we have a shed out back. We get it all in the summer or in the fall, and that we get it up in the woods.
About wildlife, you see animals at all?
Oh yeah, see lots of animals. There's
What kind?
horned sheep up here, and mountain goats. Sometimes you can see up here. And we saw a cow elk last night. We get elk in the winter a lot. Come here, a little closer. Come here, just a little closer.
Well, Mick, do you travel and play music too?
Yeah.
Can you tell me a little bit about what you do when you play music?
I don't know.
What do you play?
Bass.
Take your hand down though, so I can understand to their key.
Well, what do you like living here?
Yeah.
What do you like about it?
I don't know.
Maybe you can bring out a few thoughts.
Well, let's see here. Mickey, what's the funnest thing to do in the wintertime up here?
I don't know. Was skiing?
Skiing?
Yeah.
You like to go skiing? How about sledding?
Yeah.
What else?
I don't know.
Just stuff in the snow, huh? Build forts?
Yeah.
Yeah, jumping off the barn roof. That's kind of fun,
Yeah.
huh? Did you jump out the window?
No. Of course not. I ran right down here. Through here.
I didn't see it.
So enthused with the camera.
There.
I didn't even notice. I just ran right downstairs, ran right there.
You keeping your snow pants on for lunch?
Yep.
Quick getaway?
Mm-hmm.
Sort of freezes. And then it's pretty much the end of bath time. The water gets too hot.
Well, it was ducking right up there to the hot pool.
Oh, in the car?
Couple spots.
Yeah, we had to give Jack some real live action.
School went right in front of the sun.
It's going to take a while to get this knot. I wrote it on the board in a sentence, and he was supposed to find the errors.
I wanna go outside, or I want a cheese.
Hey,
Piece
good
of
work.
cheese.
You're my man now for getting these knots undone.
The thing is, about the medically, what about when you had kids? What'd you do about living out here?
Oh, those are adventures. Those are real adventures.
3 winter babies and 1 summer baby. But,
And how do you handle that, though?
well, for one, we weren't here. Muzzie was playing at a party, and he kind of drove all night and got me down to Sun Valley. And luckily, I had long labor, so it...
Yeah. But basically, the injuries have been something you just handle right here.
Yeah, no problems with the injuries. You know, we've taken them down maybe a couple of times, but they've been pretty small.
Except for the time I chopped my head open with a chainsaw. That was a
That's
bad
right.
one. We did have to go to town for that one.
Yeah, that looked pretty gory. But Marie and Stanley handled it. You know, she's a super excellent nurse practitioner, and she's as good as any doctor I've ever seen, better than most.
So, but you do. What about your power situations? What do you live with? How do you get light? Things like that.
Gas lights and kerosene lights and a lot of candles. I kind of like candles for the kids because if they tip over, they're usually out. You know, kerosene lamp. I usually like to be where they're at. And the gas lights are attached to the walls, so we have those in 1 room upstairs and 3 rooms down here. So what's all the food for?
To eat in the wintertime when we get when we get snowed in
Mm-hmm.
and we can't get out, so we have to eat the food that's in here.
Uh-huh. What are you shoveling a path to?
What? This. The outhouse. This is the outhouse. water run into the house in the wintertime, then the pipes will freeze and they'll break.
So where do you get your water during the winter?
So we come out here with buckets. So we come out here with buckets. So we have to get it from the creek. Over there. The hot water.
And that's your hot tub, huh?
And then we turn the water off from the house. Then it here. There's that watermelon. Uh-huh. Never got it out.
Careful with that. Dirty?
Yeah. Go. My real work.
Get some out of the cupboard behind you. Shorty.
Can Jeff Pelly
Okay.
play? That's when Jeff doesn't have a period.
Doesn't have a period?
Well, it doesn't have a capital.
That's right, a capital. Okay, I just want you to write them. I want to know if you can read the sentences.
Jeff can
Mike, okay? Make all the corrections in the sentence. There's 5 errors to find, and they each have 5 errors. You have to find the 5 errors in the sentence,
It doesn't
okay?
have capital.
You want to just do them orally? Do these 2 orally?
What do you mean? Yeah.
Okay, can you tell me the errors in the first sentence, Mickey?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jeff doesn't have a capital.
Okay, we're going to go to capital.
And doesn't have a period at the end.
Okay, what else does it need? Does it need a period, this sentence?
No, it needs a capital at the start.
It needs a capital at the
At
start. What else, Gary? How does the sentence end?
A period. A question mark.
Can Jeff play with Mary and Mike?
Period. Question mark.
Period, Nick?
No, question mark.
A question mark.
Oh, I know what.
What
There's
else?
2 dots down.
No.
Capital Mary.
capital on Mary's name
And a capital on Mike's.
and a capital on Mike. Is that the 5 errors?
Then I only have to finish this. And
Okay.
Bill.
A capital on Bill.
Question mark.
Is it a question or not?
Question mark at the end.
Read the sentence out loud.
Bill and I.
That's right. It's 'cause Bill and I instead of I and Bill, right?
Yeah.
So that's 3 errors. Starts with Bill and I.
Period.
Want to help Mother, period. Very good. What else do you need? Is it $122?
Yeah.
That's right. It's $1 and how much?
And 22 cents.
That's right. $1.22. That's good, Gary. Okay, remember you don't need cent sign if you put the dollar sign. Did you look at that?
Mhm.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Congratulations. Pretty darn good. I don't think I've ever had this miles on this. I'm watching the camera, not watching the pillow. Wraps it up already.
You guys are in trouble now.
Have you ever had home canned chili before?
Home can? No.
Well, it works. I usually like to do, shoot out 4 or 5 cases of it every fall, and then when we come home from being on the road or we just want some without having to cook it all day long, it's done. That works out nice. If you hear that little pop, you know you had a good seal on it, so it's not going to be rotten. That's a good point. When you're making it, you have to process these jars for an hour and a half.
For an hour and a half?
They have to process an hour and a half in a pressure canner. And you only get 7 jars, 'cause that's all it'll fit to the canner.
Make that?
I don't know.
You don't know after all this time?
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is she puts it on the pan and dries it by the stove.
You know how she makes it, huh? What you were saying? She puts it where?
She just puts the peaches in peels the skins off the peaches and puts them in a blender and gets them all into sauce. And then you just take some and dump it on a cookie pan with saran wrap over it and under it, yeah. Put the saran wrap down, then dump the stuff on it and spread it out with a spoon and dry it.
What do you call it?
Fruit leather.
Okay.
No, that's get made for entertainment.
Should we hang this up?
Yeah.
Did you get the saltines in the basket?
Yep.
That's nice, buddy. And let's and Cody, honey, I think you should probably put a few more crackers out in that.
There's a bunch there.
Place to live.
Lily, keep that and Mickey's.
What do you want to talk about? What we're talking about this is she's coming out here. Let's see it. He's lost 1, 2. Fixing to lose another one, it looks like, huh? Same one with the Christmas is my 2 thing.
Got it, Lizzie.
I'm gonna run up and get Gary.
He's probably jamming out on his tape player.
Yeah.
Oh, he can? That all you want? Want some juice? Boil the cabbage down. My dad's getting steel. Whoa. Hi. There's Quincy on here. Yep, that's our fort.
What do you do here?
Bicycle. That red one's up there's mine. This is our desk. That black one's mine.
That's where all the planning's done, huh?
Yep. Both of those bikes are mine.
You are?
Our old bikes. It's real messy. The lady drew that for my dad and he gave it to us. Had a John Wayne poster just like that, but took it out. We got comic books. Bunch of comics. This one,
What's this for?
their doorbell. Hit it real hard, Mickey. See, Mickey? Oops. Sometimes it breaks down. Wait a minute, Mickey. Wait a minute, Mickey. Easy for me. Wait a minute. No. Yup. Hurry. You push me up now, Lily. Wait, let me move it up first. No, that doesn't work. What? Mickey, help us. Give her my hand. Hold my hand. Mickey, hurry. Pull me off. No, you won't. Hey, get up, Lily. Okay, now help me up, Will. Come on. Oh, my footstep. There you go. Okay, jump off, Nick. Okay, I'm last.
Where do you jump?
Not the much snow as I thought. I know. Go. What? A pole. Come up here. Down there. Holy stone! You and your cousin, well, we invented it, all of us.
That's wild.
Well, here we are in somewhere in the vast, distant mountains of Idaho, and we're going to have a good time. I talked with your husband a little earlier about the early days. Tell me about when you first moved here, meeting him, and kind of how you got here. Just a little background.
Well, I was working in Sun Valley and had visited Robinson Bar Ranch and really liked it, and went up there for a second visit, and the lady that was there at the time asked me if I wanted a job, so I took the job, and Muzzie had kind of had the same experience in getting there, and then it was such a fun place to work, and we really liked each other, and I don't know. Went on from there, I guess.
So tell about the first kids. Did you just have a child run up here to the mountains, or what happened?
No, where we live now, actually I was pregnant, and we were looking for a place to live, and we were having a real hard time finding a good spot because we wanted to be as remote as we could be, and we just kind of lucked into this place, and we've been here ever since. So we were here before Cody was born, and that was 13 years ago.
Have you ever wished it was different?
No?
A leading question. How do you, about the music part of your life, how do you fit into that?
How do I fit into it?
Yeah.
I kind of just tag along, make sure the kids behave themselves, and, you know, I help wherever I can. I don't do anything musically.
How about living here? What's your, tell me about your life living here, about maybe the teaching and what you do to support the family as the mom here at the mountains. Is maybe different than the average gal.
Different than the average gal. I think we do a lot of older time stuff. You know, it just, this type of life just leads into it with the way we, you know, eat and cook, and, you know, I do a lot of sewing, and I think we do a lot of family things. You know, always doing stuff with the kids. We're always together. Do a lot of reading as opposed to watching television.
Tell about the food preparation that's different.
A lot of it is pretty much pre-done, like canning. I can all summer and freeze some stuff. We buy in bulk. I don't buy anything pre-made, so everything is done from scratch, just because that's the way I like to cook. And then you can never get stuck that way. If I don't have, you know, pre-made something, I always know how to throw it together. So it's faster for us and economical, you know.
What about shopping? Where do you do that, and how often?
I shop all over the state when we're traveling. I kind of look for good deals, and I know a good deal. So I buy a case of something instead of buying one or two items, and then I pretty much try to keep track of what I have, and you know, when I'm out, just get a lot of it and bring it in and store it in the root cellar and do it that way.
Okay, your relationship with your husband, living out like that, can you tell us a little bit of like that, what it's like to live out here when you're so much together all the time in everything you do?
I think it's really fun. No, it's a good life, really. I like living out here. I wouldn't change any of it. I like being together a lot. And I like having him around the kids a lot, as opposed to gone all the time or all day.
I think as a couple, we have a good, honest, open relationship. And I think that if we have any strong point, that's what it is that we're honest with each other, and we try and be honest with the kids. And I think that, you know, when people are together all the time, that sometimes you can get on each other's nerves, but I think it's better than being separated a lot, which I think a lot of people are. They have relationships, but they only see each other a very small portion of the time.